This is the last chapter of Kevin's story, and I saved this one for last because I'm still sitting with it. When I started Bunny, it came from something real. Fertility, my own experience with egg freezing. The thing that I lived through, and I was convinced other people needed help with it too. And they did. But the problem with building from your own pain is that you stop being able to tell whether the market wants what you're building or whether you just want it to exist in the world. Kevin built Lever Health from the same place. His own health, his own weight loss journey, a problem he lived through, and a product he believed should exist. Now as an investor himself, he sees it from the other side.
It's why they call it a passion project, an investor stake. There are people building passion projects, whether it's a blind spot or what have you. I do think it's one of those things where while you may have a site as a result of going through this torturous process, that it's the less universal.
Less universal than you think. When you've been through something painful, it feels all-consuming, and you assume everyone else feels it the same way you do.
Is that key insight the same experience that everyone else is having, and therefore this has broad appeal, and this is mass market, and this is venture scalable? Or is that key insight unique to you, and instead you're a 1 or a 5% of the population, and you think that you're a 90% of the population having the same experience? I do think that the statement I made earlier, where it's negative feedback against something that you're so emotionally attached to, is part.
It's hard because it's not just someone saying your business isn't working. They're saying the problem that you experienced, the thing that changed your life, isn't big enough to invest in. Looking back at Bunny, when investors passed and said the market demand wasn't big enough, there was some truth to it. And Kevin's key insight? There's a difference between the thing you live through and the thing you're built to do. Kevin told me his regret. It wasn't the failed fundraise. It wasn't the failed partnership meeting. It was...
The main regret that I have is not recognizing that the best thing you can do as a founder is to lean into your own superpowers. And building a consumer company was not anywhere on my list. I'm sitting here today with Upscale, working on our Series A. And the opposite of what's happening is Lever is happening with Upscale, where we're working, we're finding customers, we're onboarding, generating revenue, the business is working. We have 11 team members. This is what it's supposed to feel like.
This is what it's supposed to feel like. Kevin didn't become a different person after Lever. He was the same person, just now in the right room, in the right role. His superpower was never consumer health, or being the CEO who fundraises. It's building and scaling B2B companies. And the only way he found that out was by spending 2.5 years building the wrong thing. That's what I've been thinking a lot about when I build my next thing. The question isn't whether you have the determination or grit. It's if you're honest enough to ask, do your superpowers actually match with what you're trying to build? Kevin was the first founder I sat down for the final update. 4 chapters, 1 story. His story is about a company that didn't make it. But it's also about a founder who figured out what he's actually good at. Thank you, Kevin, for sharing your story. If you've been in this chapter, this series is for you. Next month, chapter 2. A new founder, a new story.